Good morning, Your Excellency, Cabinet Secretaries, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Norjamin de las Reyes, and it is my pleasure to be your host. May I now invite the Department of Trade and Industry Secretary Alfredo Pascual to officially open the second part of our program.
Your Excellency, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., Speaker of the House of Representatives of the Philippines, Martin Romualdez. I also greet the Honorable Dato Seri Setia Dr. Awang Haji Muhammad Amin Liu Abdullah, representing the Brunei government. Fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I extend my warmest greetings to everyone as we gather here to strengthen our bilateral ties and explore new avenues for collaboration between the Philippines and the Brunei Darussalam. Before we proceed, allow me to highlight the key points from our earlier discussions where we heard members of the Cabinet of the Philippines to present matters related to potential investments in agriculture, in energy, and industry. We emphasize why Brunei should consider doing business in the Philippines in those presentations. We have identified several key industries with significant potential for collaboration, and I will reiterate agribusiness and food processing, renewable energy, Islamic finance, and halal industry development. Earlier, also, our esteemed speakers and I discussed the investment landscape and opportunities in the Philippines, and I will not repeat them. We eagerly anticipate hearing from prominent Brunei-based companies and business organizations such as Jollibee Foods Corporation, Adinin Group of Companies, the ASEAN Brunei Council, the Brunei Economic Development Board, and Standard Chartered Bank Brunei. Their insights and perspectives will undoubtedly enrich our understanding of opportunities that lie ahead. Today, we will also witness the signing of significant agreements that will further solidify our commitment to cooperation. The ASEAN Business Advisory Council of the Philippines will present an agreement on the development of micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, and food security, showcasing our collective efforts to achieve sustainable economic growth and regional stability. Additionally, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, or PCCI, will unveil a memorandum of understanding aimed at enhancing business exchanges between our two countries. I extend my sincerest gratitude to the companies and industry leaders who have invested substantial effort into negotiating and crafting these agreements. Your dedication has yielded numerous strategic alliances, charting a new course for our collective future. Reflecting on our fruitful discussions and partnerships established today, I am filled with optimism. These discussions will undoubtedly translate into tangible engagements that drive mutual economic growth and prosperity. I encourage all the business leaders here today to seize the opportunities before you. Let us actively pursue collaborations and invest in the future of our two countries. Together, let us embark on a journey of shared prosperity and sustainable growth. Thank you, and good morning again.
Thank you very much, Secretary Alfredo Pascual. May I now call on Department of Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chularuel Jr. to deliver his message.
Your Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos, Speaker Martin Romualdez, fellow members of the Cabinet and official delegation of the Philippines, distinguished ministers from Brunei, Ambassador Marian Jocelyn Tirol Ignacio, distinguished executives and representatives of the Bruneian companies and business delegation, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good morning to all. Our President's visit figures to further invigorate bilateral relations between the Philippines and Brunei in various areas. The Philippine Department of Agriculture is certain that this remarkable event will lead to partnerships and collaborations that will further deepen our economic ties in the field of agriculture. Earlier, I presented various opportunities in the Philippines, agri-trade and agribusiness. Now let me highlight why businesses, traders, and investors in Brunei should consider the Philippine agricultural sector. Among the myriad reasons, let me cite three. The first, growing domestic market or demand and export potential. The second, rich natural and human resources. And the third, favorable policy environment. First, our growing domestic market and export potential. The Philippines, with a population of over 110 million people, growing at an annual rate of 1.5%, and rising middle-class population with changing dietary preferences, the Philippines has a significant domestic market for agricultural products and high-quality food commodities. Across the ASEAN region, the Philippines is projected to experience the highest consumption growth. On food and beverage, spending is estimated to represent 40% of consumption in the Philippines. Our country is at a critical point of access to regional and global markets, owing to its strategic location at the junction of Eastern and Western businesses. We have our export-oriented crops, among others, bananas, pineapples, coffee, coconuts, that have strong demand in the international market. There are also new and emerging export products that are gaining international popularity, as already mentioned. The Philippines still has an export potential of approximately about $2.7 billion for tropical fruits and vegetables, $452 million for fish and shellfish, and $2.2 billion for processed foods and beverages. Stimulating this potential are our preferential trade agreements with other countries. Second, our rich natural resources and human resources. The Philippines' abundant land and fishery resources support the availability of local raw materials for agro-processing. The fertile soil, diverse climate, and water resources make the Philippines suitable for various crops and livestock. Moreover, the 58 million rural population, the third largest in the ASEAN region, is a sizable pool of human resources for agriculture and agro-processing. And third, our favorable policy environment. Modernizing Philippine agriculture is a critically important agenda of our government, fueled by our long-term vision for a food-secure and resilient Philippines with empowered and prosperous farmers and fishers. The Philippine government is embarking on plans and programs from this year through 2027 to accelerate the modernization of Philippine agriculture and transformation of our food systems. Our development framework to support the modernization and industrialization of agriculture stretches through the year 2030. The country is a fertile ground for trade partnerships and business and agribusiness investments. We are inviting investors to collaborate with our private sector and institutions and leverage technological advances for productivity gains. Investors can also contribute to sustainable practices and build resilient supply chains. Foreign investors can benefit from various incentives, tax breaks, and streamlined processes which the Philippine government offers. The Philippine agriculture has a lot of potential for growth, and investors can play a vital role in realizing its development potential. A mix of opportunities is what our sector offers, from domestic consumption to high-valued exports, supported by government policies, as well as natural and human resources that is our advantage. Our friends in Brunei, please choose the Philippines. Invest in Philippine agriculture. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. For the next segment of this program, we are honored to welcome esteemed business executive from leading Philippine and Bruneian companies and organizations. They will present to the President the successful outcomes of their long-standing partnerships. Our first speaker is Mr. Joseph Tambun Chong, Chief Business Officer, Head of Jollibee Global, Jollibee Foods Corporation. Please welcome Mr. Tambun Chong.
Your Excellency, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, esteemed dignitaries, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a jolly morning to all of you. Congratulations to the governments of the Philippines and Brunei for 40 years of friendship. I believe Filipinos and Bruneians share many things in common. Our commitment to peace and progress, our love of family, and interestingly of all, a shared love for joy, especially chicken joy. Mr. President, thank you for this opportunity to speak to you. I would like to begin by sharing how we started here in Brunei. We opened our first Jollibee store in Brunei in Seri Complex in 1987. The initial projection then was to grow to only 5 stores. But with many thanks to our customers here in Brunei and all the support we're getting and the dedication of the team and our partners, I'm happy to share that today we now have 20 Jollibee stores in the country. And may I add, counting. It's a real joy when we hear our Brunei customers come back not only for the world's popular original chicken joy, but also for nasi lemak chicken joy. With that, I trust that you have tried it. A dish we created customized to Brunei's taste. Equally, another source for joy for us, and Mr. President, I'm happy to share that we have kababayans here working in Jollibee here in Brunei. And together with them, we have employed more than 400 Bruneians, with some staying as long as 30 years. In addition to spreading joy to our customers, we also contribute to the Bruneian communities through initiatives like the yearly blood donation and our participation in Unique Learn program to help the youth with disabilities. We thank the Bruneians for embracing Jollibee as their own and are grateful for the love given us since day one. And Mr. President, I hope you share our pride and joy with the success of Jollibee here in Brunei. With the support of everyone, we aspire to continue our growth in Brunei as we continue to grow in the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tambun Chong, for sharing Jollibee's milestones in Brunei. Our next speaker is an ASEAN Back Legacy awardee who has demonstrated his unwavering dedication to advancing the ASEAN region. Please welcome Tuan Haji Musa bin Haji Adnin of ASEAN Back Brunei Council, and Managing Director of the Adnin Group of Companies.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, very good morning. Your Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Honorable Ministers from Brunei and Philippines, esteemed government officials from Brunei, Darussalam, and the Philippines, distinguished partners, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure to welcome to you all to the Philippine Business Forum here in Brunei, Darussalam. Today, we celebrate the strong and enduring partnership between Brunei Darussalam and the Philippines, built on shared values and mutual respect. We are deeply honored by the presence of His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Your Excellency, your commitment to the strengthening our economic ties is truly inspiring. We are grateful for your leadership and vision. Mr. President, we are delighted that the Department of Trade and Industry is hosting this forum in collaboration with the Department of Agriculture, the Embassy of Republic of the Philippines in Brunei Darussalam, and the Brunei Economy Program. The Brunei Economy Program is a platform hosted by the ASEAN and APEC Business Advisory Council of Brunei to connect issues we discuss at ASEAN and APEC meetings with the Brunei business community. It also aims to connect economies, and this forum is a great example of partnership to achieve mutual growth. This forum is more than just a gathering. It is an opportunity to explore new avenues for cooperation, share valuable insights, and build lasting relationships. Earlier today, we had insightful presentations on the Philippines' economy's strength and opportunities in key sectors such as agribusiness, renewable energy, halal development, and the BIMP-EAGA region. These presentations have set the stage for our discussions, highlighting and potential for trade and investment partnerships in these areas. I'm also pleased to announce that in conjunction with this forum and Your Excellency's visit, a memorandum of understanding for a joint venture initiative in agriculture and MSME development has been signed. This agreement signifies a major step forward in our collaborative efforts to boost economic growth and development in both countries. Through this initiative, participating companies will engage in dialogue, exchange expertise, and explore collaborative opportunities in these key areas, thus highlighting the Philippines' potential as a significant player in this rapidly growing market segment. In an era where regional integration and cooperation are paramount, the ASEAN Business Advisory Council plays a crucial role in facilitating seamless interaction and fostering a business-friendly environment. Our goal is to support initiatives that drive economic development, innovation, and sustainable growth for both our nations. I'm confident that the discussions and connections made here today will pave the way for new ventures, stronger partnerships, and a brighter future for our economies. Let us seize the opportunity to learn from each other, to innovate, and to build a resilient and prosperous ASEAN community. Your Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., thank you for your participation today and your commitment to enhancing the economic ties between Brunei Darussalam and the Philippines. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning.
Thank you, Tuan Haji Musa bin Haji Adin, for providing an update on the Memorandum of Understanding regarding the joint venture initiative in agriculture and MSME development. Our next speaker will discuss the various initiatives and collaborations of the Brunei Economic Development Board with the Philippine business sector. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm applause to Mr. Daniel Leong, Acting CEO of Brunei Economic Development Board.
Selamat pagi and magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Your Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., esteemed ministers, Ambassador Trio Ignacio, distinguished guests, and respected business leaders. It is an honor to address Your Excellency today on behalf of the Brunei Economic Development Board. Firstly, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Philippine Cabinet Secretaries for sharing possible opportunities for Brunei-Philippine partnerships. Following their presentation, the BDB sees immense opportunities for collaboration by capitalizing on BIMP-EAGA in key sector areas. In the downstream oil and gas sector, with upcoming feedstock from existing projects, there are numerous opportunities for further value addition. Our food industry roadmap highlights significant prospects for investment, particularly in the halal market, with opportunities in aquaculture, agriculture, poultry, and food processing. Brunei's unique blend of culture and natural beauty offers great potential for joint ventures in tourism projects. The logistics and maritime sectors provide significant opportunities for investment and collaboration. Our upcoming port expansion and transshipment ambitions are part of our broader strategy to increase regional integration and economic collaboration. Additionally, we expect further collaboration in digitalization through tech and innovation, supporting other key sectors like logistics and manufacturing. Brunei's strategic location in Southeast Asia, coupled with our strong commitment to enhancing connectivity and access to the global market, makes us your ideal partner for trade and investment. Your Excellency, I look forward to the exciting possibilities that lie ahead for Brunei-Philippine partnerships. Maraming salamat po, and terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Leong, for your insightful remarks. Our final speaker is a distinguished advocate for APEC development in Brunei. Please welcome Pengiran Aki Isma Sufian bin Pengiran Haji Ibrahim, APEC Business Advisory Council Chair for Brunei and CEO of Standard Chartered Brunei to deliver his remarks.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., esteemed ministers and government officials from Brunei Darussalam and the Philippines, partners, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President, thank you for joining us this morning at the Philippines Business Forum in Brunei, a pivotal platform for strengthening economic and commercial ties between our nations, fostering collaboration and mutual growth. We are privileged to have Your Excellency grace us with your presence, underscoring the importance of our bilateral relationship and our shared vision for economic prosperity. As a representative of the APEC Business Advisory Council of Brunei, I extend a warm welcome to Your Excellency and the distinguished government officials from both countries. Your unwavering dedication to fostering a supportive environment for business and investment is a cornerstone of our economic partnership. Collaboration lies at the heart of our efforts to enhance trade flows between Brunei and the Philippines. The private sector, especially organizations like the ASEAN and APEC Business Advisory Council, play pivotal roles in facilitating the collaboration. By working together, these councils can leverage their respective networks, expertise, and influence to identify synergies, overcome obstacles, and promote business-friendly policies that benefit both Brunei and the Philippines. But we mustn't work in isolation. Collaboration with other relevant stakeholders is equally crucial. By aligning our priorities and coordinating our actions with governments, academia, civil society, and other key players, we can amplify our impact and drive meaningful change across the region. By leveraging the insights gained and the relationships fostered today, we can streamline trade processes, reduce barriers, and identify new opportunities for bilateral trade. Collaboration between businesses, government, and industry stakeholders will be paramount in implementing effective strategies to boost trade volumes and diversify our trade portfolio. Let us seize this momentum to translate our aspirations into tangible actions that will drive economic growth and prosperity for both our nations. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we look forward to building on this forum by prioritizing actions to enhance trade and investment flows between Brunei and the Philippines. And by leveraging insights and relationships built here, let's streamline processes, reduce barriers, and identify new opportunities. Together, through this collaboration and partnership facilitated by the organizations between ASEAN and the APAC Business Advisory Council, we can pave the way for a brighter future for our economies. I thank you, Mr. President. Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, Pengiran Aki Ismasufian bin Pengiran Haji Ibrahim, for sharing the pivotal role of the APEC Business Advisory Council in fostering collaboration between the business sectors of the Philippines and Brunei. Before we move to the next part of the program, may we request our esteemed speakers for a photo opportunity with His Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Kindly join His Excellency on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the presentation of business agreements. May I now ask our esteemed guests to please proceed. The first agreement that will be presented in this is the Memorandum of Understanding for Partnership in Agriculture and MSE Development. May I call on Dr. William Dar, Senior Advisor, ASEAN Food Security Alliance, Mr. Gil Gonzalez, Executive Director, ASEAN Business Advisory Council, Mr. James Amparo, Founder and President, Riovel East R&D Incorporated, Haji Musa Haji Adnin, ASEAN Back Business Council, Honorable Pengiran Haji Isa bin Pengiran Haji Aliuddin, President, Brunei Association of Agricultural Farmers, Haji Abdul Halim bin Haji Saim, Representative, Huaho Agricultural Farm, and Honorable Lau Hao Tek, Legislative Council Member and founder of Oahu. The Memorandum of Understanding between ASEAN Business Advisory Council, Brunei and ASEAN Business Advisory Council, Philippines, establishes Partnership for Agriculture and MSME development. It aims to enhance economic integration, promote sustainable agribusiness practices, and foster inclusive business model within the ASEAN region. The MOU outlines cooperation in conducting studies, mentorship programs, and identifying trade and investment opportunities in agriculture sectors. May I now request the parties of the MOU to join His Excellency for a photo opportunity. We will now proceed to the presentation of the next agreement. The next agreement is a memorandum of understanding between the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Brunei Darussalam and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. May we call on Mr. Ramon D. Escueta, Chairman for Asia and ASEAN Affairs, Chairman for Philippine-USA Economic and Business Council, and Haji Abdul Saman bin Haji Ahmad, National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Brunei Darussalam. The Memorandum of Understanding between the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Brunei Darussalam and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry aims to strengthen economic cooperation between Brunei Darussalam and the Philippines. The MOU focuses on exchanging information, organizing trade and investment missions, and supporting different industries such as information and communications technology, halal food, smart agriculture, manufacturing, franchising, tourism, services, and micro, small, and medium enterprise development. It also establishes the business councils in both countries to facilitate joint initiatives and outlines dispute resolution mechanisms. May I request the parties of the MOU to join His Excellency for a photo opportunity. Thank you. You may now leave the stage. Thank you very much to all the parties that have worked in finalizing the MOUs presented today. May I now call on DTI Secretary Alfredo Pascual for the introduction of our keynote speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinct honor to introduce the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you to our Trade Secretary, Secretary Fred Pascual. Please take your seats. With us today is the House Speaker of the House of Representatives, Speaker Martin Romualdez, the other members of the Cabinet who have been introduced earlier to the audience here this morning, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow workers in government, distinguished guests, our most valuable partners in the private sector, whom we have considered to be an equal partner in the transformation of the economy of the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The Philippines and Brunei share a deep connection built on a shared passion and a commitment to regional growth. We have witnessed this spirit throughout the presentations that we have heard today, from the insights of our esteemed Bruneian executives to the groundbreaking Memorandum of Understanding signed by the ASEAN Business Advisory Council, Philippines and Brunei, and the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Brunei Darussalam, and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. This year marks 4 decades of diplomatic relations between the Philippines and Brunei Darussalam, a testament to our enduring partnership. We reaffirm today our unwavering commitment to regional economic integration on multiple fronts. Our shared passions are exemplified by Jollibee, a Philippine company with a remarkable success story in Brunei. There are 13 halal certified outlets established since 1987 reflect the Bruneians' appreciation for Filipino brands. This forum is a platform to further strengthen business ties and foster economic growth within the ASEAN nations. I am delighted to share the positive developments from the Philippines and to discuss how we can advance and strengthen our collaboration with Brunei, leveraging the benefits of our partnership through ASEAN, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, or RCEP, and the Brunei Darussalam Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines East ASEAN Growth Area, BIMP-EAGA, for a prosperous shared future. We see incredible potential in sectors such as agribusiness, renewable energy, halal industry and development, and through this forum, we stand firm in strengthening the business relations between the Philippines and Brunei Darussalam. Our partnership is a symbol of the shared aspiration to foster economic growth and shape a more vibrant ASEAN community. Our trade and investment policy frameworks established through ASEAN and RCEP are fundamental to our agenda for regional economic integration. I am optimistic that these efforts will be further supported by additional policy measures designed to strengthen our supply chain integration and boost foreign direct investment. I would also like to emphasize the potential of BIMP-EAGA in building a unified ASEAN production base. BIMP-EAGA is strategically positioned to provide robust supply and value chains while supporting the development of small and medium-sized enterprises in key productive sectors. With the region experiencing a steady rise in population and income, the market for goods and services is expanding rapidly and significantly. This growing market presents numerous opportunities for businesses and investors to capitalize on. I am pleased to highlight that the Philippines and Brunei are particularly focused on 2 key economic corridors: the West Borneo Economic Corridor, encompassing Brunei Darussalam, and the Greater Sulu-Sulawesi Corridor, covering Palawan and parts of Mindanao. These corridors are strategically designed to integrate production with supply chains, offering abundant opportunities for SMEs to flourish. BIMP-EAGA stands as a beacon of economic integration and development within ASEAN. By investing in infrastructure, promoting sustainable industries, and supporting SMEs, we are paving the way for a more dynamic and interconnected regional economy. Together, we can harness the full potential of BIMP-EAGA to build a prosperous and sustainable future for all. We eagerly anticipate as well the renewal of the Memorandum of Understanding on Strengthening Trade and Investment Cooperation in Food Products and Services. With rich agricultural resources, the Philippines benefits immensely from Brunei's established halal certification system. This partnership promises to create a robust halal industry, offering mutual benefits for our nations. Given the significant opportunities in the global halal market, we are well prepared with existing mechanisms in ASEAN and in BIMP-EAGA to enhance the integration of our halal supply chains. So now let me focus on the policies and programs that we have set in motion to support our proposition for the Philippines as a strategic partner for regional growth and investments in the region. We have broadened the range of liberalized businesses and sectors through the passage of key landmark legislations such as the Retail Trade Liberalization Act, the Foreign Investments Act, the Public Services Act, and the Renewable Energy Act. Through these measures, we have liberalized foreign ownership in sectors such as air transport, telecommunications, shipping, retail, and renewable energy projects. The Philippines is making significant strides as a nation in terms of improving the ease of doing business, demonstrated by our efforts to simplify tax payments and regulatory processes. Our reform of fiscal incentives and implementing policies that foster public-private partnerships are crucial for enhancing private sector involvement. The establishment as well of the Maharlika Investment Fund, which is our sovereign wealth fund, further demonstrates our commitment to financing priority projects and driving socio-economic development. I signed Executive Order number 18, establishing green lanes for strategic investments, simplifying procedures, reducing bureaucratic hurdles. The Green Lanes Initiative for Strategic Investments, led by the Trade and Industry Secretary, aims to streamline the process of investment approvals for strategic projects. It is designed to facilitate and expedite the process for investors looking to set up or to expand their businesses in our country, particularly in industries identified as strategic or of significant economic importance. In addition, the Create More or Maximize Opportunities for Reinvigorating Economy Bill, which proposes amendments to the existing CREATE Act, aims to strengthen the Philippines' fiscal and non-fiscal incentives to encourage investments in our strategic priority industries. The bill improves the ease of doing business by simplifying the approval process and streamlining the value-added tax refund system, creating a more investor-friendly environment that aligns with global standards while enhancing our own competitiveness. I am also pleased to announce the recent enactment of 3 other priority bills, which further our development goals. They are the Public-Private Partnership Code of the Philippines, which facilitates transformative partnerships and infrastructure growth, the Internet Transactions Act, which creates a framework for a robust digital economy and aligns our policies with the demands of the 21st century, and the Tatak Pinoy Act, or the Proudly Filipino Act, which I signed into law on 26 February of this year, is designed to strengthen industry development and enhance the Philippines' participation in global value chains. So I enjoin the business leaders of Brunei to seriously consider the Philippines as your prime investment destination. We are committed to fostering mutually beneficial outcomes for the business sectors of both our countries. Together, let us approach the future with determination and confidence, striving towards shared prosperity and success. Let us all make it happen in the Philippines. Let us do it together. Mabuhay, ribuan, terima kasih. Good morning and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. And that concludes the Philippine Business Forum. Thank you all for joining us. Maraming salamat po.